So, thank you for coming today, for giving yourself the gift of time, for finding presence and breath. Today's practice is about breathing. I think one of the most important things to learn so that we can diffuse situations, so that we can help our reactions become more purposeful and be proud of them. And the second part of our practice today will be scanning our body and releasing anything that's holding us back from being the very best versions of us. So, when you're ready, let's begin. You could stay right where you are, or you can join me. I'm just going to make a little space heater turn towards me so I stay warm. The most important part of setting yourself up is being comfortable. So sitting on the ground, sitting on anything comfy, lying or staying in a chair, possibly even placing yourself up against a wall. The only thing I would request is that if you are going to stay in your chair, please try to have your feet flat so you can experience some sense of grounding. And we're going to get ourselves set up very comfortably in the beginning, but throughout the practice, if you get really uncomfortable, something is bothering you, don't worry about it. Just reshift, make yourself feel really comfy so you can move past that. Something else I'd recommend while we're getting started is to have a little either piece of paper or a journal and a writing utensil nearby. For the same reason, if something is bothering you in your mind, you're like, oh, I can't forget to put that on my shopping list later, or I have to tell somebody something. Don't continue thinking about that. Take the time, write it down, write as much as you need, and then you let it go. You know, you can come back to that later. Once you've gotten settled, let's take a big, beautiful breath in. But we're going to do a little invisible rope climb today. So reach your arms up to the sky. Fingertips send lots of energy, like they're little fireworks shooting out your fingertips to the sky. Eyes may follow. And then climb a rope. Make a little fist. Make another little fist and stretch your side bodies up. Really reaching, extending, finding space in your ribs. We're going to go for one more full breath in and out, however long that is for you. And then at the bottom of that, let your arms fall behind you. Try to clasp them, or you can clasp your forearms or wrists and stretch your heart forward. That feels good, right? If you've been at your desk all morning, you may have been a little hunched over. So this could feel really good. You might want to shine your chin up towards the sky, like you're opening your heart and allowing the universe to come on in and give it a kiss. And then let's simply twist. So bring the arms back to the sky, twist off to your right side, just peek a little bit over your shoulder. You may want to pulse in and out of this twist, moving through your belly a little bit. Back to center when you're ready, re-rise in the arms. Twist off to the left, maybe a little help with your hands on the floor or the back of your chair, and possibly a body part so you can lever yourself into this twist, gently guiding yourself deeper. Back to center, and let's get settled. Well, you've arrived. The hardest part is over. All you have to do now is just enjoy. I encourage you to find somewhere for your arms, your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, and fingers that they feel very comfy. There's no wrong way. When you're ready, try to close down the windows to the world, your eyes. If it feels safe and comfortable for you, close your eyes. Another option you have is to take your gaze down the bridge of your nose towards something very still and unmoving. Then make your eyes little tiny slits so everything that you were seeing is now blurry and unfocused. I love to set an intention in the beginning of practice so we have something to work towards. I'll offer you a few to see if you really connect with any. And if they resonate with you, feel free to use it as your own. One possible intention for a meditation practice may be to connect with every single breath. Just for the next few minutes, don't make it too big that it's unattainable. That's a really nice one. Maybe you have something more specific. Maybe you'd like to breathe into, let's say, your low back, something that's bothering you. I want to breathe into that area and release some pain, bringing awareness and relief with every breath I take. Another option, I'd like to spend the next few minutes fully present in my body and my breath. You may possibly want to quiet your inner dialogue so you can listen to your body, to your mind, and learn right now. Whatever your intention may be today, breathe it in. Breathe it into every single cell of your body. Take a big breath in and then send it out into your universe so it feels like it envelops you. Open your mouth like you can see your intention spreading like this big bubble around you. Well done. The first part of our meditation today is breath work. I would like you to learn how to cultivate a breath practice so that each breath feels a little bigger, a little bit more expansive, almost like you're a jellyfish that fills up top to bottom, front to back, and left to right. So feel your breath as we breathe. We're gonna work on 10 breaths together today. So when you're ready, shut everything down. With the outside world that's going on, just let it go for now. You know it'll be waiting for us when we're done. Reclosing off the windows to the world if you open them. Soften your facial expression, but do try to keep the corners of your mouth slightly upturned so you just feel happier. Take a moment to be very proud of yourself for carving this time out of your busy schedule, showing yourself unconditional love. And now more than ever, our mental health and wellness, showing ourselves self-love is super important. We're going to reinforce the practice of bringing presence, finding our breath into our lives. Please take a moment to either say in your mind, or you can say it out loud to yourself, I love you. Or you can say, I love myself. So important. I love you. Showing your body today the ultimate amount of self-care by tending to our mental and physical needs. Releasing a bit in our minds and coming within. You deserve this mental and physical reset. Allow yourself to settle in. Sometimes it's hard to release, so we feel rigid and stiff, but allow yourself to get a little soft and a little pliable here. Remember that any sensations that you perceive or experience as we practice are temporary. See if you can breathe through them. They're definitely not permanent. But if you need to make an adjustment, please do so. Let's begin. Take a big, beautiful, full breath in. In through both nostrils here. And as you softly exhale through your nostrils, if you can, notice a little bit of softening. Inhale again through your nose, sensing nourishment from your breath. Softly exhale. Allow it to completely release through your nose and see if you notice any more softening and possibly a little bit of release. A deep breath comes in. Can you feel how it's cool in temperature? It feels revitalizing. Your body warms this nourishing breath. And a long, slow exhalation allows you to begin dissipating tension. As you breathe in again, feel your energy drifting upwards slowly through your body towards the crown of your head. Perhaps you even sat a little taller on that one. Exhale, allowing your body to completely fill with soft, loosening exhalation breath as if it's just washed over you. Notice, are you feeling any more grounded and secure? Inhale, peaceful, nourishing breath from your toes all the way up your body, through your skull. Sometimes it feels like your hair follicles get a little dynamic and electrified as you find that in-breath. Physically notice, sense, feel your exhalation, sending another wave of release through your entire body. And you may move as a result of that. So you could feel like a whomp, whomp, whomp as you exhale. That's so nice. Breathe in again. Allow your abdomen to expand. Can you try to send that breath all the way down into your stomach? Deeply breathing in, filling your whole body. See if you can get an extra little sip at the top here. Slowly exhaling. Notice how your belly contracts, softens, and you get a little bit more deep into your supports. I would love for you to feel like you could leave a heavy imprint here today. Next, breath in. Let's go deeply, bringing awareness to our heart center. Can you feel like this breath puffs up the front of your heart and then the back of your heart, like it's growing with this breath? Exhale, allow your heart center to soften as peaceful breath begins to envelop your entire body. Inhale, an energizing breath, traveling through your heart center, feeling like it could light you up a little bit here. Exhale, letting go and sensing how this breath creates a comforting blanket of security around your body. Kind of like our energy bubble from earlier. But this one feels like a warm hug. Fully inhale, taking in this comforting energy. Pull it in from that bubble. Wrap it around you a little bit tighter. Feel more supported. And see if you can slowly exhale this time. Just a bit more slowly than the last several. Knowing, sensing that you are safe and supported. Breathing in clarity and focus into every single cell of your body. Feel that nourishing energy coming in as you continue your in-breath. Experience a calm sense of clarity as you completely exhale. Let's continue this practice. Can you aim to take 3 more breaths in any way that you felt really resonated with you that we just practiced? So I'll give you an example. For mine, I like to breathe into my heart, really think about breathing into my heart. So as I breathe in, I think that I want to see and be touched in my heart by something of beauty. And to me, that is my breath. The spaciousness, the time I'm taking to recalibrate and reset. I'm still here with you. Try 3 breaths on your own. Two more just like that. See if you can slow down your last one. And it's okay if you already took 3. Extra credit if you can get another one in here. Continuing with those breaths, try to keep focusing on your breath. Take notice of any sense of calm that you've brought in with this practice. And we're going to begin a full body scanning meditation. This is one of my favorite practices for if I'm waiting somewhere, like in traffic or in a doctor's office, or these days even in line at the grocery store. A really nice way to stay very present, calm, and focused. And you'll be so proud of yourself if you do this, because I guarantee if you look around, everyone else is very busy on their cell phones, maybe on their computers if they have them, but you know you have this gift of presence, this practice that you've cultivated and worked so hard for, and now can tap into anytime you need it. Bravo. We're going to continue our deep breaths. Take such a big one now that you're reaching your breath all the way down to your right foot. And I like to physically move as I do this practice. So we're going to stretch open our right toes and then scrunch them up. Even if they're in a shoe, it's okay. Try to move them a little bit. Relax them again, but notice, feel, sense, and let go all through your right foot, all 5 toes, the top and bottom of your foot, your inner and outer arches, and your ankle. Breathing in again, this time through your left leg, from your hip, through your thigh, kneecap, shin. Wrap it around to your calf, the back of your knee, and your hamstring. You may want to bring so much energy and attention there that you feel like a little squeeze through those muscles. And then just as quickly, allow them to release and let go. Breathing into your right side of your torso, through the front of your hip flexor, your ribs, your pelvis, the side of your belly, maybe even into your ribs. Feel them expand, widen, and open. And then just as quickly, let that all go. Sending breath from your right shoulder all the way down through your right fingertips. And this is another nice one where you may want to stretch it out, shoot your little fireworks at your fingertips again, maybe squeeze everything into a tight little ball, a fist, or a bicep curl, and then release. All 5 fingers, palm, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and right shoulder, heavy and released. Coming down through the right back body now, from the back of our shoulder, back ribs, all the way down into your buns. So you may be able to squeeze your buns a little bit, squeeze your shoulder blade in towards your spine like a hug, then release. Notice the heaviness, the relaxation. Sometimes you just want to go, oh, that feels good. Moving on to the left side now. A big, beautiful breath in. All the way to your left toes, to the tips of every toenail. Do that little energy opening. Spread your toes as wide as you can in your space. Maybe scrunch them up. Move a little bit through your foot and ankle. And then release. Outer arch, inner arch. Left top and bottom of foot all over your heel. And into your ankle. Another really big breath. It floats down through your left leg, all the way over the top of your leg. See it swirl around and wrap like it's creating these beautiful circles of relaxation. From your calf to your shin, back and front of knee, hamstring, thigh, maybe into the front of your pelvis as well. You might want to squeeze that side of your body on in and then release just as quickly. Let's focus our breath and energy on the left side of our torsos. Taking a big, beautiful breath in. Send it down into your hip flexor, your navel on the left side, all through the skin on your stomach, and then more deeply into your ribs, your intercostal muscles, maybe all your organs on that side. See it, feel it, let it go. Left arm. Let's recharge over here. Big, beautiful breath in. You might notice everything stretching out. opening. Maybe we move around a little bit through that arm. Squeeze, feel the power in that arm. And then just as quickly float it down. Release left fingers, palm, bottom and top of wrist and back of hand, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your shoulder. Fully release down from your left earlobe. Lots of space in your neck. Moving on to the left back of your body. Maybe sending breath first right down into your cheek. Feel its support, feel its heaviness. All the way up through the back of your left shoulder blade. Feeling all that energy pulling in towards your spine as you feel a little hug from the left side of your body. Exhale, release, separating shoulder blade from spine, softening your left back of ribs, all the way down through your big glute muscle. Let that big muscle release. Let's take our next breath in to our spine. We're going to start directing breath down to the very tip of our tailbone, our sacrum. Feel where it's connected into your support and see if you could spike it down a little bit longer here. Growing long, maybe physically you're sitting up a little bit taller, that feels so good, through the crown of your head, and act as if this in-breath could shoot energy. Maybe it's this dynamic, bright, white light coming right out of your crown. Exhale, softening the color, softening the energy, but keeping this beautiful length and confidence in your posture. Perhaps you're feeling a swirling or releasing as your exhale passes over all your chakras, your energy centers in your spine, reawakening everything. And this is my very favorite part. Breathe in towards your skull. But as you do, see if your breath can be so rejuvenating that you feel a little tingle through all of your hair follicles. Almost feels like you have that static moment where your hair sits a little bit further away from your skull. And then allow it to just float right on back down. Soften there. Breathing into your facial features. Are you able to see yourself in your mind's eye? There could be lines of worry, focus, and concentration all over our faces. A lot of those tell beautiful stories, and we don't want to erase them altogether, but we want to loosen tension out of them. So I like to envision an eraser in my mind. Let's begin in the center of our forehead and literally swipe that mental eraser to the right side and the left side, leaving behind a beautiful, smooth, heavy, relaxed surface. That heavy sensation of release pulls down around your temple on each side, in between your eyebrows. Definitely pass it over each eyebrow. Feel that spreading, softening sensation as those lines fade into a smooth surface. Continue breathing here. Pull that tension away from the bridge of your nose, under each eye, very softly here, delicate skin. So we're just gonna move it out to our hairline. Feel that tension slip away. Draw it down from between eyebrows, over the bridge of your nose, and over the side of each nostril. Begin really long, slow swipes from your eye socket down towards your chin. See this happening in your mind's eye. Can you visualize any lines of tension pulling down off the face, right to the edge of your jaw? Make sure you cross over and finish on the other side. Pull down, breathe and release. Use that mental eraser to sweep over top and bottom lips. Allow your bottom jaw to separate from your top and your tongue to rest heavy on your bottom teeth. So now your whole face feels free and heavy. all this tension might be gathered up along your jawline. So we're going to take another big swipe from earlobe, across jaw, chin, to the other earlobe, down our necks, and then allow that tension to literally roll off the back of your shoulders. Your supports will receive it. Let it roll right off your body. Think about cascading raindrops. Leave it here today. Notice how you feel. You had 2 different practices today. We began with 10 with a few bonus breaths, becoming very present. And as you work with this practice, you'll notice you don't even need all 10. You might just need 2 or 3. That's great. And then we tacked on our body scanning and releasing meditation. Feel free to use them together, or you can separate them and use them as you need. Take a big cleansing breath in through our noses and out through our mouths. Very slowly, reopen your eyes, reacclimate to the lights, the colors, the textures, calmly refocusing your gaze on your surroundings. And I truly hope that you feel like you could float right on back to work, to whatever you are dealing with today, in a much more calm, graceful, and easy way. Thank you so much for practicing breath and body scanning meditation with me today. Namaste.